Hello and welcome to my channel. My name's Jo, this is Joey Sewy, and this is an entirely new room. So today I'm mostly going to show you a fabric haul, so we are going to be talking sewing, but I wanted to share with you the primary reason why the videos on my channel have not been quite as regular as I like them to be, which is usually weekly. And the other thing that is definitely going to happen today, because he's loitering behind the camera, is interruptions, because it's school holidays.
Yeah!
So Felix is here. Come back this way so everyone can see you. So Felix, tell everybody, new room. What's this room?
Your will be bedroom because it's not finished.
My will be bedroom, yes.
Yeah.
So if you watch the channel, not just mine and Daddy's, if you watch my channel often, then you will have picked up that, strangely enough, I have a life that's not just sewing, as we all do. And one of the huge commitments in my life for the last forever has been a house renovation that we've been undertaking, and we are in the 6th year now, which is not as long as we thought it was going to take. If you told me at the start it was going to take 6 years, I would never have started, but that's how these things go. So we're in the 6th year. We spent about the first 4 doing the house, which literally hadn't been lived in, had holes in the roof, no heating. Everything.
Broken.
I've got pictures of me with a digger inside the house, digging up the floor, and all sorts of things. But that is more or less finished now.
It was 2/3 of my life, this whole thing.
Yep, since you were 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, since he was 3.
Since you were 3,
depressing when I think about it like
building this house.
Yes. But this room is the very first room in the barn side of the house that is nearly ready to use, and it's very exciting. It is here anyway. So I thought I would show you, not least because a lot of the fabrics that I have to show you are relevant to this room. So you can see behind me, hang on, I'm showing the wall.
This wall.
You're in the way of the wall. So this is a little bit, I don't know how the camera's picking it up, but that's not poor painting, it's deliberate, because the paint in the room goes from a really dark green at the top, which I'll show you in a minute, all the way down to a really light green. So let me show you around my new bedroom. So I have turned you around, facing almost exactly the opposite way to where we were, and I'm going to show you the paint first. We've got a new mattress waiting for the bed, so that's Felix demonstrating the mattress. If you don't want to see the house stuff, fast forward. I'll put down below where you need to go to find the fabric. So you can see there's a light green at the bottom, then a mid green, then a darker green, and then all the way at the top a really dark green. Those holes in the ceiling are for electrics, yeah, and the cornicing down the edge of the walls down there and there is for LED lighting channels that will be concealed, so that's what the holes in the ceiling are. There'll be a chandelier, naturally, darling, hanging from the middle.
That's what I said.
Yeah, we haven't got an actual door yet behind there. That's a piece of insulation propped up.
There's a dusty corridor.
Yeah, there's a corridor behind there.
It's not really a corridor, it's more like a balcony.
It is, yes, it's a balcony. You'll see that one day, but at the minute it's a total building site.
Yeah.
And if I move round, that is where we were stood a moment ago. So then we've got a window, which is also a fire escape for safety.
Because you can open the window and then slide down the roof and get out of the room.
You can. We haven't actually tried that. We hope you never need to try it.
Yeah.
But that's why it's there, and that's why it's got steps on. And the reason why we needed that was because I insisted, I'm going to stand on the mattress, that I wanted this huge window. I can't see anything now because it's very dark, very bright out there. And I didn't want any bars across it. So if you stand in front of the window and spread your, there you go. In fact, you could stand on the windowsill, Felix. Let's show everyone how big the window is. It's bigger than Felix. And he's massive. Yeah, it's about 1.5 meters square. And what Felix is stood on is wood. It is ash. Local ash from a wood merchant, and deliberately kept on the live edge.
Is it the Brigham wood merchant?
Yeah.
That one.
So it's called Tree on the Hill if you're local to Cumbria, and they have all sorts of local wood. And then at the top, we just move the camera angle, that's the garden. at the top, then again we've got the natural edge of the wood, and that will be around all 4 sides of the window, but at the moment the insulation is still exposed because we didn't want to measure all 4 sides before we get it all cut at once because we were nervous about the measurement.
Are we doing the sewing stuff now?
Yes, we are.
Sewing!
So we're at the fabric stuff now. Yeah, the renovation we've been doing, it's been a lot of it been done by ourselves. So we had builders who put the steel in for the floor, and they laid the floor, but we have insulated, plasterboarded, I've plastered all the walls, and then we've done all the decorating ourselves. We haven't done the electrics ourselves because it's illegal in this country to do that yourself without having an electrician to approve it, and most of them won't do the approval, they'd rather do the work. Anyway, so yeah, all the design and most of the actual doing it has been me and Daddy, hasn't it?
You've also plastered that.
Well, I've plastered everywhere.
Yeah, you've plastered everywhere.
Now we're at the pretty bit.
The sewing!
The sewing! So I can show you some of the fabrics that I've got for this room, and also they do happen to be
for this room.
No, relevant dress fabrics as well. So it's not just interiors. So the first one I'm going to show you is from this roll. As you will have noticed, hang on. There are 2 fabrics actually rolled up here. All these fabrics that I'm going to show you today are from Fabworks in Dewsbury. If you just grab that bag.
Yes.
So Dewsbury is a town with a huge fabric history in West Yorkshire.
Here's the logo.
Ta-da! They do sell online, but their shop has so much more. I don't actually think they do many interiors fabrics online, but even the dress fabrics that they do online, they've got more than double, probably quadruple the fabrics actually in real life.
That's a lot.
It was amazing. I've been one time before on a sewing meetup, and I went 2.5 weeks ago with Bertie.
That's a sad
and
amount.
Pardon?
That's a sad amount because they have so many fabrics.
It's a sad amount that I've ever been before.
Yeah.
I know. I used to live in Dewsbury actually, and it wasn't there when I lived there. Otherwise, I would have been bankrupt.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
this is
wait. All these fabrics are from Fabworks. You've seen the logo. They do have a website. I don't think that any of these are actually available on the website, but it is well worth a look. They're really great. So the first fabric that I'm going to show you, I'm going to unroll. Just get the band off the other end.
It's also soft.
Take the band off there.
I will.
I'm not quite sure what this fabric is for. It was just very lovely.
So
I was trying to be very disciplined when I bought fabric, but this one got through the net. It's either going to be a window seat for on here, so a cushion cover for a window seat, because they will definitely be sitting on that windowsill.
Yes.
And or some cushions for on the bed. Now the only reason why I'm not sure whether it's going to be cushions on the bed anymore is because since I bought this, I've bought a bedspread which has got another really strong pattern on it, and I'm not sure if they'll fit well together. But anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the camera around and roll this out on the bed so you can see it in its full glory. So Felix is going to unroll the fabric for us. There you go. You can get off that now. So it's a really strong sort of botanical print, and it's either a flock or a velvet, depending on what you reckon. I think I bought 1.5 meters. Looks like 1.5 meters, because it's just over. It's about 1.45 meters wide. So I thought I could probably get 3 cushions out of that for sure.
Yeah.
So let's just look at that pattern.
I think
really lovely.
Green.
I think we're looking at it upside down actually. Let's spin it round.
That's the right way up. This
Doesn't really matter.
But it looks nicer.
So that's the right way up.
Yes.
And
well, now you get to see it from 2 angles.
it's going to be cushions.
Cushion.
And or window seat.
It is soft.
It would also make an amazing jacket. I have thought about a blazer in that. That would be lovely.
Maybe.
Okay, so the next fabric we will also unroll. This green fabric was £22 a metre, and it was the most expensive one, so that is why. In fact, it says I only got 1 metre. It was definitely a generous metre.
Yes, it was.
But
because that looks like.
That's how much
meter.
I got, and it's £22 a metre.
This looks.
So the next fabric was sat on it. It's here, and this is going to be the main curtain fabric. So it is a velvet.
Velvet.
It's rolled with the velvet side out, so unrolling it wasn't going to show you anything, so I thought I'd move the camera again. So this is a velvet, it's a cotton velvet,
Yeah, I'm holding.
and it was £8 a metre, and I got 12 metres of it. And as you...
12 meters.
Yes. So it's hard to see, but it's actually the same colour as the pink here, but because there's a window there, that's coming just bleaching out. But it's the same sort of pink. So, and I love the green and the kind of blush pink at the moment. I'm just really into that colour combination, which is probably why I put it in my bedroom.
Yeah.
I'll give you a close-up of what it looks like.
I shall help smooth it.
So that's a close-up of it. A very short pile velvet. It does strangely have a bit of stretch in it. So although this is sold as an upholstery fabric, it would make a really good dress fabric. They did advise me that even though I'm using it for curtains, I should pre-wash it because it's likely to have a lot of shrinkage in it, about 10 centimetres. So, I mean, sorry, 10%, which is 10 centimetres per metre. But I'm not quite sure how you get 12 metres of velvet into a washing machine. So, yeah, haven't worked that one out. Probably going to have to cut the lengths I need to the curtains and then wash them individually.
Yeah.
So the window, which you saw briefly and which films very badly because it's so bright, the window is there.
Yes.
And basically it is on, it's really hard to show you actually, because it's on a vaulted, a triangular roofed wall. Triangular roof wall. The top of the wall is triangular shaped, the window is square, and so I've agonised for ages about how to hang the curtains because I think doing a square top is going to look really strange. So a diagonal top for the curtains is the natural solution. However, of course, the square is not in the centre of the triangular top. So I'm still puzzling that one out, I think, and it's only just out. I'm going to put a couple of pictures of the sort of thing I'm talking about in case I haven't described it really well about hanging hanging triangular at the top. I have made curtains like that before for somebody else, and it worked. Actually, it wasn't as hard as you would think, and it looked really good to mirror the roof line, and I would instantly do that here. It's just the fact that the square is not centred on the peak of the triangle, which has done my head in for quite a while. But yeah. So there is 12 metres of this. The drop of the curtains from the apex of the triangle is about 3 metres. So I was planning to have a double, at least double fullness, because I want really quite generous and full curtains in this velvet fabric. So that is fabric number 2. If there just happens to be any fabric left over, just, you know, accidentally, I might make a jacket or some trousers out of this stuff because, as I said, it is really fine for dressmaking, but my dressmaking sewing is really slow at the moment. I've done nothing in the whole of October yet, and it's the 20th of October and we're going away for the next 3 days, so if I do anything in October it will be a miracle. But yeah, this would be really nice fabric for dressmaking as well as curtains. Yes.
I'm going to go play Airwatch for half an hour.
Fine. So next and finally for this fabric haul, we have another, well, I don't actually know what I bought this for. I know what I bought it for at the time. I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for now. So this is the fabric. It is a polyester satin, I would describe it as. Let's find somewhere where the colours are reasonably true. Colours are pretty good there. So it's a really similar pink to the curtains. I've just dropped the satin, but if we hold them together you can see they work really well next to each other. And one of the reasons, a very poor reason in my opinion, a reason I've been trying to avoid for buying the fabric, was that it was just such good value. It was £4 a metre. I wasn't sure how much I was going to buy, and I actually wasn't sure there was enough on the roll because it's so slinky. Just dropped it all over the floor. In the end, they measured out for me how much was on the roll, and it turned out to be 13 metres. So I said the fateful words, I'll have all 13 metres then. Thinking that I might use it to line the curtains, or to not line the curtains but do another layer of draping just behind the velvet that just shows through. And that is something so it basically shows on the edge of the drape of the curtains. That is something that I still think I might do. So this is about 150 centimetres wide. I can't get back far enough to show you ish. It's got this circular scribbly pattern on it, which hopefully you can see there. As with all satins, one side is slightly more matte than the other, and this is actually officially dressmaking fabric. So I'm going to have a heck of a job now folding this all back up after it's full. Look at it, I made a total mess. There is almost certainly going to be some of this left, and I think it will make a really beautiful blouse. That's the sort of thing that it should be made in. They said to me in the shop, would you like us to put it back onto the bolt for you, just onto the bit of cardboard? And at the time I said, no, it's fine. And now I'm looking on the floor thinking, yeah, I wish it was, but it was not. So there you go. So those are the 3 fabrics that I have got for this room, and that is my room. I'm very excited about this. It does mean that really my sewing at the moment is not garment sewing focused, which is fine with me because we've spent so long and so much effort getting to this part. I'm really happy about being able to do the soft furnishing stuff. And I often think, even though soft furnishing sewing has kind of a reputation of being quite dull, there is no garment really that you're going to wear that you will use every single day. But your curtains, for example, you're going to look at those every single day. So talk about value for effort, if you like, of something that you're going to appreciate all the time. And the same with the, for example, cushions that I've got on my sofa. Use those almost every day and appreciate them almost every day. And even my favourite garments, I don't wear them that much. Even if I've made underpants, which I still haven't ever got around to, I'm not going to be wearing the same pair every day. So I think there's a lot of value in interior sewing. Not that I'm here to convert you, but that is what my fabric haul was based on. Oh, look at that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of a glimpse of what I have been busy with. Unfortunately, this is only the beginning of what I've been busy with. There's a lot more that is going to be slowing down my sewing, but all with an amazing payoff of an incredible house at the end. And bit by bit, if you're interested, let me know in the comments. Bit by bit, I'm very happy to share that with you as we go along. So I will see you again really soon with another sewing video, and thanks for watching. Bye!